Hi guys, welcome to Football with Brownie. Hope you're all well. Keeping safe, keeping each other safe during this pandemic, and also spreading the love because we all need a bit of loving. Anyway, this is the Cardiff City show. I apologise if you can hear my dishwasher going on in the background, but it is what it is. It is what it is, people. Cardiff City show. And first one, leave it out, Steve D. Leave it out. Yeah. First of all, with it being Cardiff City, unfortunately, there's been bad news with the club in recent days. Defender and captain Sol Bamba has been diagnosed with a type of cancer which he's going to be having a hard time with. I don't really, well, yeah, I'm going to try and say it. Apologies if my lisp absolutely batters the actual correct pronunciation. So just bear with me a sec. Just bear with me a sec. Right, here we go. It's actually called non-Hodgkin lymphoma. I think it's called non-Hodgkin lymphoma. I've looked slightly into this. The survival rate is 75%. So, fingers crossed for Bamba, and take it from there. Just 1 second. See what I'm. Leave it out. Leave it out. And yeah. Just to bear with before we go any further as well. In an hour's time, I'm going to be on West Ham Unofficial with Jake Richards' boy, and talk about Cardiff as well. But anyway, go on about the Cardiff. So hopes and prayers are with Sol Bamba, and he's a very strong mentality, person with a strong mentality, and I'm sure every Cardiff fan and every football fan are supporting him at his testing time at the moment. Right. Well, and it was actually Steve's paper, Global 24/7, who actually got my hopes up, really. And they reported that Neil Harris was sacked the other day after the defeat against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. And we were waiting. Apparently, it was the following day because of the time difference in Malaysia, with owner Vincent Tan basing himself there. So we were waiting. All Cardiff fans were waiting, and that news never arrived. Thank goodness. I said to people on the video concerning it, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Thank God the messenger wasn't shot. So if anyone on here or watching this later wants to shoot the messenger, then get in contact with Steve Dyer, because he is the messenger. Republic of Arsenal. Well, I know. Everyone's behind him. Everyone's behind him. And so and now he's come back. Leave it out. Leave it out on your fake news bullshit. Anyway. So we lost against Nottingham Forest. Anyone who's seen the goal will notice that the defending once again was all over the place. And it is hard actually to defend Harris now. Because even though the players are at fault constantly, he is picking the same players all the time. It's the same defence all the time. The same defence who was let him down previously. You know? All these players for championship level, well, most of these players for championship level are on very good money. Very, very good money. Let's get one straight. Now, there was a report that, now whether or not that is true or not, all Cardiff fans will know the report I'm talking about. There was a report that Alex Smithies, the Cardiff goalkeeper, was brought in on 30 grand a week. 30 grand a week. There are other reports in which players are on similar, say between 15 and 25 grand a week. These were all brought in by Warnock. Right? And let's be honest, they threw Warnock under the bus after him bringing him in on such good money. So they threw him under the bus. So then comes in Neil Harris. Now, I'm not saying Neil Harris is a great manager. You know, he's inept in, as we already mentioned, team selection. His tactics are very, very, you know, for a young manager, in my opinion, very archaic. And yet he's a nice guy. If you watch his pre-match and post-match interviews, he does come across as a really nice guy actually. But nice guys don't win football matches. And he's relying on people now who have already let him down, let themselves down, and let the fans down. Sometimes I wish players always have the upper hand now, you see, right? It's that legally, for example, if a club wants to sack a manager, they just rip up a contract, sacked, fuck off, basically, right? But they can't do that with players because it's a different type of contract, which gives the players the upper hand all the time. I just wish half the time, not just Cardiff, but many, you see it with Arsenal lately. Some of these players are on such good money, they'd have egg on their face if a club just said, boom, there you go, contractor, ripped up, you fucking shit, piss off. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're out of the FA Cup, a cup in which Cardiff City actually got to the final of not so long ago. At the first hurdle, going to the City ground, and we lost. West Ham West Ham official, please guys, even though you may not even be a West Ham fan, please go on and check out West Ham and official's channel, YouTube channel. I will be on it later. And Steve come back. Do it. Yeah, but you don't. Steve, you know yourself, yeah? Giving you a past. It's basically you are playing, the club pays for a registration. It's a registration. When it comes to a player, it pays for the registration. Whereas when the manager, it's an actual contract of employment when it comes to the manager. You know that yourself. Okay, and it's a registration in which you're basically paying for on what is called a transfer. You know that yourself. So with the registration, it is harder to rip up a player's registration than it is a contract of employment regarding a manager. You know that yourself. Richard, come back. Play power. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. John Mark Bosman has got a lot to answer for, and for people who are old enough to remember, John Mark Bosman was the player who I think was registered to 2 teams at a time because of a falling out, and he then went to the European Court because I think he was registered with one club even though he was out of contract, and that club still wanted a transfer fee for him, which was exactly what it was in the olden days. And then he went out of contract, and that's where John Mark Bosman, the Bosman ruling, that's where it all came from. And ever since, players have had the power. They throw managers under the bus every single week. And it's not right. It ain't right at all. So, going back to the players at Cardiff, it does make you think. These are the same players, right? Which not so long ago had 4 wins and a bounce, which included a win at Watford and a win at Stoke. Okay, we come back and a derby can be anything. Then he went to Norwich, wasn't expecting anything. But to not get a point at Wickham, who haven't won in 11 games, I think it's proper sacking material. And if this carries on, you always find that one club around about January time drops into the relegation. Drops like a balloon who's just had a gunshot through it. And my worst fear at the moment is Cardiff. Cardiff are dropping like a lead balloon at the moment. Granted that it's 10 points between them and the final relegation spot, but those 10 points can be swallowed up very quickly if things don't turn around. And who have we, after all that, and all that depressing mood, let's look to the next game. And what is it? League leaders fucking Norwich. Oh, fuck yeah now. Jeez. League leaders Norwich at home, but it's not, whether it's home or away, in my opinion, there's no, it's exactly the same. Because there's no crowd there, there's no 12th man, and it's exactly the same. So I don't expect to get anything from this week. A single point would be great. I was hoping that by now Norwich may have soaked the likes of Cantwell, Max Aarons, or Ben Raber. But unfortunately, none of them have gone, so they'll all be in the starting lineup against Cardiff on Saturday. Absolutely just our freaking luck. Anyway, so from there, what else is on the horizon? Well, Cardiff have I think it's soaked. Just bear with me a sec. There has been news from Cardiff today. Just bear with me. Oh no, it's actually on loan. Gavin White, youngster Gavin White has joined Hull City on loan. Obviously subject to international clearance. Yes, international clearance. Even though it's within the same league, people may not know that it's still needing international clearance because it's two different football associations, the Welsh FA and the English FA. So all the best, Gav, on your loan spell with Hull, and I hope it goes well. Cheddars have come in. Hi, Cheddars. Hope you're well. Do you remember start of the season? It looks like Reading were going to run away with it. Well, I never thought Reading would run away with it, if I'm honest with you. They never had strength and depth, although they did have a good start of the season. In my opinion, the clubs who come down were very, very lucky. And I say that because of the time from the previous season, from last season finishing, and the time from the season starting, the window was very small compared to how it normally is during the summer. So, not that many players actually did move from those relegated clubs. I think Norwich in particular are very lucky because they've got most of their players still on their books, and they all, they're going in the right direction. The Jacks, e.g. Swansea, I'm very surprised at, but I think they will drop into the playoffs. Brentford have got a solid base now, in which they moving on. Even they got rid of Ollie Watkins, they got rid of Ben Rama to West Ham. And they're still there. They're still, as strong as ever. So I think their defeat in the playoff final last year have given them, a focus on their promotion this year. I haven't played with Salah yet. I think it's going to another appeals court, Steve, isn't it? European Appeals Court or something. I haven't. What I am going to do is I'm going to do a Salah video, but I want the whole process, or the whole legal process to finish first, because I don't want. It's a delicate subject, as you know, so I don't want to put any misinformation on that video. So I just want. I would like to do a Salah video because many non-Cardiff fans do ask me about it, and it would, the interest is there for a video, but I want to wait until whole matter is dealt with, and on that thought, RIP Emiliano Sala. I hope he would, Jake. I hope he would, Richard. Sorry, I hope he will. Someone needs to. I met an old friend, let's just say, earlier on, and she gave me more fucking stress than I did when I woke up. So I need him to cheer me up. Cheddar's come back. Brentford owner owns analytics company. Yeah, I've heard that. But I also heard The new owners of Burnley also own a similar company. And I know it's going off on a tangent a bit, it's not Cardiff City, but the owners of Burnley also own an analytics company, and they bought Burnley, and automatically they put a mortgage on the club for 80 million. So theoretically, they didn't buy. It's basically Burnley is the Glazers, just on a smaller scale, apparently. So yeah, but they also own an analytics company, so they want to use Burnley to kind of show off their scouting methods, I suppose. You know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I'm of the opinion that you know, you can't beat the best scouting is with your pair of eyes. For example, and it really annoys me, some of the statistics after every game, it said passes, number of passes completed, right? Well, that's completely flawed from the start. You know, everyone knows, you know, to waste time and just, you know, have a breather, teams pass along the defence. Well, that's a pass completed. It makes absolute no sense for statistics. Passes and passes completed. The only statistic, you know, and also as well, you know, there's more to a player's game than just making a pass. There's also runs off the ball. Right? How on earth can an analytic company pick up the blind run in which a player is trying to make to create space for other players? You know, it's bollocks in my opinion. Absolute bollocks. You would have done the same with me. For people who don't know, and it could work. Me and Steve and another friend of ours were going to. Well, we actually did put a bid in, really. We put a couple of bids in to buy non-league club well, at that time it was called Merthyr Tydfil. It's now called Merthyr Town because they refused to accept our bid. And as a result, the club was liquidated. And it reformed as Merthyr Town. But yeah, those were the days, Steve. I got so many grey hairs after that. After that period of my life, I tell you, most of them were dealing with you, I tell you. Yeah, so Gavin White has gone on loan. What others? Someone else as well. I can't. Right. Other news is that Cardiff's trip to Oakwell will now take place on Wednesday the 27th. At 7 p.m. kickoff. That's no. Well.
Lost its sparkle at the moment because the.
No real news there. There was another one. I'm sure there was another one. Oh yeah, that right back from Crewe. I can't remember his freaking name now, but it was a right back at Crewe whose contract is running out in the summer. Crewe value him at 750,000, and Cardiff thought they put a cheeky bid in for 250,000. So I'm of the opinion that, look, it's 750,000 with the greatest respect. You know, he's already the captain. I think he's only about 24, and he's already Crewe's captain. So if you think he's good enough, just pay or come to a bet. Offer them a third of the asking price. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going to buy a car, a nice car, but I'll offer you a third. It'll tell you to fuck off, wouldn't it? And that's definitely what Crew has happened. Also, as well, Filip Benkovic, the player, has been recalled by Leicester. Benkovic only made one appearance, I think, which ironically was the Wickham away game, and he was at fault for one of the goals. The striker had him in his pocket on one of the goals, but he was also thrown. He was thrown under the bus by Harris after the interview after the Nottingham Forest game. I thought it was quite unprofessional, but that's coming from me. Here we go. Hi Ted, I was actually talking about you earlier on. I don't know. Hope you're well at United. Hope you're noticing. No, I didn't go. I didn't go in 1990. I didn't go in 1990. I went. The only time I went to Griffin Park was actually a Brentford Cardiff game. Yeah, and I didn't go. I have heard it was fun and games, but I never went there. I hope you're well. I hope Romford is well as well. I'm talking to you because surely the last time we seen each other wasn't. I wasn't in France, was it? For people who don't know, and everyone, before the Belgium game, all of a sudden we realised that my friend Ted here was also in France, just up the road from Leo, because he went to visit the war memorials, and all of a sudden he turns up. It was a few hours before the Belgium game, Ted, wasn't it? And fun and games, I tell you. Right, guys, I'm going to. Oh, hang on. Here's another one. Pirate Sports. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining in. Hello to yourself as well. For people who don't know, check out Rich Sports, Man United fan channel, and I hope we'll be on each other's show soon. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go because I got to get ready for Richard and his son Jake on West Ham Fan and Official. I'll just go back on to. Yeah, this is the channel, guys. Okay, where am I? Yeah, it's West Ham and Official. That's the channel I'm going to be on in 30 minutes. So jump on there. In the meantime, there's my details below. Yeah, and Facebook have unbanned me. So not Facebook, Twitter. So there's the Football Brownie on Facebook, Instagram Adam Brown 451. Please like, share and subscribe to Football Brownie on YouTube. And Twitter, as I'm back on there, is Football Brown E1. Take E off the end and put a 1. Right, I gotta go because I need to go to the toilet, be honest with you. I need to go to the toilet before I go on to West Ham and Official. So take care of yourselves. Please like, share and subscribe. Spread the love. And take care. Bye-bye.